In the programme this week, sunny skies for the Verbier Ride, Dan HB's fond farewell to Whistler, and the latest edition of Ski+board is out. Hello and welcome to the Ski Club Snowcast.
Now, last weekend saw the return of a Verbier Ride.
And there was some top UK and international talent on display.
Dedicated to all of y'all.
Celebrating its 10-year anniversary, the event took place in stunning conditions, with the big air competition attracting the crowds.
By the competition run, we had 3 qualification runs, then we took through 4 athletes to the final, and the same sort of thing, they had 3 hits in the final and their best run counted. So all the time they were trying to take the risk, push their limit, and kind of, definitely give off their best expression of what they thought their freestyle skiing was at.
Julian Ball flew the flag for the UK, finishing 3rd, with Erik Sundström from Sweden picked to the post by winner Scott Jordan from Andorra.
You can see loads more of the action from the Verbier Ride on Ski Club TV.
Now, Snowcast regular and Ski Club leader Dan HB has been out in Whistler for the last 3 weeks.
Dan sent us his final report from resort with some of his highlights.
Hi there Ski Club, it's a sad time for me. Unfortunately, my 3 weeks of leading in Whistler are over. I'm now back in my civvies. But I thought I'd give you a little highlights package to let you know what we've been doing in the last 3 weeks. We've been lucky enough to experience all kind of conditions, everything from beautiful blue sky sunny days to, of course, my favourite, deep powder. We've had stuff that's been on our boots, on our knees, even up our chest and into our face. We have rocked this mountain. The guys out here have absolutely loved it. There have, of course, been a few thrills and spills. That includes myself. The spill of the trip goes to my boarding friend Ian. About 6 spins in this little tumble up off Spanky's ladder. The good news was that he came out fully unscathed without any problems at all and boarded away with a smile on his face.
Tell us how you're feeling after that.
I feel good. Ready to go.
You do, of course, see some strange sights and resorts. The best thing I've seen is about 20 guys in morph suits. Not the most insulated of costumes to be cruising around on the slopes. And of course, they were from the UK. A massive thank you both to Whistler Blackcomb Mountains and the incredible members that ski with me. I hope to see you on the mountains later this season.
Thanks, Dan. It's not the end of his season though. You can follow his blog online to find out where he's off to next.
Time now to see how the snow's looking around the world with Ski Club snow reporter Lucy G.
Colder weather has now returned to Europe, helping to maintain the snow conditions across the ski areas. Austria's had a very good couple of days, with around 15 centimetres falling in many of our featured resorts this week. Engelberg received the most snow of the Swiss resorts this week, closely followed by Mürren, with some great skiing on offer. France and Italy haven't fared as well with the fresh snow this week, but the colder weather has now returned, so the snow cannons can be put to good use. The mild spell in Canada didn't last too long, and the colder weather is now providing some fantastic skiing. Fresh snow in some areas has also refreshed the pistes nicely. In America, Colorado is the place to be at the moment. A storm has brought in huge amounts of powder. This footage from Vail Resorts shows there's plenty of fun to be had on the mountain.
Wow, Vail looks absolutely amazing. I want to be there right now.
Well, if you're about to head out to the mountains, this week I'll show you how to wax your skis, part 1.
In an ideal world, we'd wax our skis every 2 or 3 days, but this isn't always possible. So a good way to tell is if a black base is churning white, then you really want to wax them. What you need is specialist snow sports wax that you get from a ski shop, an iron. Now you can buy a specific wax iron, but I just use a household one. Make sure it's not a steam iron. A plastic scraper and a brush. Start by melting the wax onto the ski. If it smokes, it's too hot, so just turn it down. Now we'll need to melt the wax into the base. Keep the iron moving so you don't overheat the ski. Now the ski's covered, the wax needs to set. Ideally, we want to leave this overnight, but for at least an hour. So time for another cup of tea.
Nice one, Al. Look out for Waxing Your Skis Part 2 in next week's Snowcast.
Finally this week, the 4th edition of Skiboard Magazine is out now.
We spoke to assistant editor Rosie Barcroft about some of the features.
Well, this is the last issue of the season, but it contains some really interesting and funny stories. One of my favourite articles is where Graham Bell talks of some of his embarrassing injuries, proving that even professionals get it wrong sometimes. For a new experience, Jill Martin takes the slopes of Morocco, where mules transport the skier up the mountain. Historians amongst you will be interested to discover that snowboarding might have started over 370 years earlier than we thought. I hope you enjoy the final issue, have a wonderful time on the slopes, and please continue to let us know what you think of Skiboard.
If you're a Ski Club member, you should have received your copy. It's also available at selected newsagents.
Now, we really want to hear what you think about Skiboard, so please visit the online questionnaire. The link is at the bottom of your screen.
Well, that's it for this week's Snowcast.
Make sure you join us again next time, but until then,
Bye.